Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to El Macho. Shout out to Athlete. Shout out to Random. The rest of the pumpers out there. It's the voice of the blockchain. Your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer. The original Bitcoin boomer. Okay? Today we'll be talking about DeFi yield farming 1 day results. I started farming the pickles. It took a little while. I'll give you guys the update. Just stay tuned. If you were following yesterday, I started farming or yield farming pickles. I also added to the ETH Bitcoin liquidity pool on the swap. And what else did I do? Well, I didn't do this online, but I did I added to the ETH and sushi liquidity pool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap my 1 day results from yield farming. I'm going to go over what I did, how much I put in, and how many pickles, and how many unis, and how many sushis, and what I got. I'm going to open up the wallet. I'll be transparent here, and we'll see what the results are. And I'll tell you how much I've deposited into my brand new MetaMask wallet here. You know, I started a new one just for the purposes of this live stream example for this DeFi yield farming stuff. So this week I popped one open, brand new, and I believe I've deposited a total of 4 Ether in less than a week there. So I'm playing with 4 ETH, and we'll go over exactly what I did, how I split it up, and what I did, and what the results are, and let's see if it's even worth it, because I'll tell you this much. These gas fees are through the roof, okay? I've paid as high as of like $13 or $14 for one transaction, and the lowest I've paid is like $2 or $3. So, and sometimes to get into these liquidity pools, they require several steps, several times you call upon the contract. So, basically several transactions. You could do like 2 or 3 transactions to get into one of these things. So, I mean, you could easily spend over $20. So, I'm starting to see that, unless you have a little bit of, a substantial, a significant is a better word, a significant amount of capital, it may not be worth it just doing 50 or $100. You see what I'm saying? But we're going to go through the math. I haven't actually calculated it or not. It's been about 24 hours. So we're going to go ahead and some of these, like Pickle, hasn't even been 24. I mean, I finally activated it in the afternoon yesterday. So we'll run down the math, but it's definitely fun. And I think that, it's an education that the crypto maniacs need. So instead of, paying someone to teach me or, doing anything, I'm just going to go ahead and learn by doing. And if I lose all 4 ETH, then I lost all 4 ETH and I learned. Okay. And again, I said this before, guys, this DeFi yield farming and playing with the contracts and all that, just high risk. It's high risk. Okay. If you're not an advanced crypto maniac, you're better off just holding. And not even worrying about this stuff. But, someone's got to try it out. Someone's got to figure it all out. And, being a crypto maniac general, I feel it's only right for the champ to fire at the funny bunnies and the baby bear cubs. Athlete over there on D-Live. Shout out to you. Guys, make sure you're following me over there. I have the chat box open there 24 hours, 24/7. So if you want to talk to the community, you can go ahead and post there, and it's always open. So consider it like a Discord or a Telegram public. I mean, it's right there. You guys, I know Zilla sometimes over the weekend, he shares some links and whatnot. So, if you want to talk to the community or if you want to send me a message when I'm not online, I usually check the D-Live chat box. So there it is. Let's go ahead and run down the math over here, the prices of the cryptos, and we'll go into our DeFi yield farming 1 day results. Okay. Shout out to Lucian. Good morning, sir. Let me hit refresh. Bitcoin staying steady. I mean, it sold off yesterday from about, like 10.7 or 10.8. And we're now at 10.471. We're down about 1.4 in the past 24 hours. ETH is down as well. What's interesting is that, ETH and Bitcoin are following the same exact pattern in the past 24 hours. It was exactly the same. Interesting. You got Ripple there, down. Bitcoin, everything's pretty much down. Where is it? Ripple's at 23 cents. Bitcoin Cash at 214. Polkadot there at 411. Binance at 2418. Chainlink at 881. Crypto.com at 15 cents. Litecoin 43.90. Every single time I see Litecoin, it's either at 42 or 44. Wow. Bitcoin Satoshi Visions, garbage. Cardano at 8, EOS 255, and Tron at 2 cents. You know what, though, guys? I'll tell you this. Yesterday, I started even looking at the potential opportunities with Tron DeFi, and I may get into that as well. I may give it a whirl and experiment with that as well. How I felt about Tron. I mean, there's an air of Chinese scammy to me, but at the same time, it works fast, and I like some of the projects that it's associated with, including DLive. Okay, let's look at the DeFi rankings. We'll look at the top DeFi farms, and then we're going to recap exactly what I did. I added liquidity to the Bitcoin ETH pool. I added liquidity to the Sushi ETH pool. I added liquidity to the Bitcoin ETH pool. Pickle ETH pool. I'm also farming Uni, Pickle. I'm doing a couple things here. And Trappin says he farms on Tron. Yeah, I'm going to check that out soon. I've been messing around with the Pickles and the Unis. And, I got the Tron Connect set up, so maybe I'll throw some Tron in there. I just don't have, I don't have any Tron. I think I have like $2 worth of Tron, or maybe even less. So maybe I got to get some. Let's look at the DeFi platforms. They're in the red. Chainlink, DAI, Wrap Bitcoin. A lot of people are moving Wrap Bitcoin and DAI into these pools. I want to see if, I'm wondering if it's worth it. I'm wondering if it's worth it because I'm learning. Someone yesterday asked about, what do you stand to lose with DeFi if you go into a pool? And besides, programming errors, those are always risks, but there's something called impermanent loss. So if one of the coins in the pair of the pool that you're adding liquidity to goes up or down in price, it may kind of knock things off. So there's actually an impermanent loss calculator over here on the yield farming tab of CoinGecko, and you can look here. So this was a question asked yesterday. So let's say if your pair, there's two assets to each pool, right? There's a pair. So let's say if you're doing the Bitcoin ETH pair, and Bitcoin changes 5%, and let's say ETH changes 3%. You're gonna have an impermanent loss of a little bit less than 1%. Now, this should be outweighed by the fees that you gain, but it's something to pay attention to. Okay. How about Neo? I don't have any thoughts about Neo, Roger. It's been years since I've held Neo. I liked the wallet when I did have it, but besides that, I have no idea. Morning Champ, been busy with Shaggy golf action. Now I'm ready for some crypto knowledge. Shout out to Mongeese. Trapping Investor, Sun and Salmon. That's what you're farming over there on the DeFi Tron networks. Yeah, I saw that the Salmon token, but I don't know much about Sun. So I do know about Sun. What am I talking about? The Sun token. Maybe I'll do that too. So, stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be doing a series of live yield farming. Okay. I started yesterday. I actually did 2 live streams yesterday. I had to cut the second one off because the transaction took too long, but I'm going to update it. So this is a continuation. So follow me, guys. I'm going to do this in real time. Today, I'm going to share my results from 1-day yield farming on Uniswap, Pickle, and Sushi. I'm going to go to all the plays. T2X is a beast, says El Macho. Which one is that one? T2. Oh, the Tron staking is a beast. Yeah, I gotta get into it. I haven't gotten that far, but and that's basically what I'm going to be doing next. I'm glad that you mentioned Salmon because I saw that on the charts the other day, and I'm like, oh, let me see. You got to look for those little baby ones. That's what I'm starting to realize. You never know. You imagine you would have gotten into a sushi right when it started. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this, there's salmon, there's a sashimi, there's a bunch of katana. I've seen all kinds of ones. I'm farming pickle, so let's see how that works. Pickle's up. Pickle's not like $30 a token right now, and so let's run through it. So these are the top yielding farms by value locked. I added to this liquidity pool the ETH BTC, and with that liquidity provider token that you receive once you add to that pool, you could stake that token and also earn Uniswap. So it's like a yield on top of a yield. Lady Plant says I like pickles. And Crypto says, I did get my 400 lid shortly after Friday's stream. There you go. All right, congrats. So let's recap. So the first thing I did is I started a brown. This is what I would say for most people want to start this from scratch. If you're using the Brave browser, start a brand new profile. Okay, you can go and start a brand new profile. You could click up here on this little icon, and you could create a new profile, and you can associate the crypto wallet just to that profile. Okay, install a MetaMask, and you set everything up from scratch. So I started basically with a clean slate this week. A new Ether wallet, a new profile on the browser, everything brand new. And then I've deposited this week a total of 4 ETH. The first thing I did is I got 1 ETH and I swapped half of that ETH for wrapped BTC. Okay, so I got 1 ETH, I split it, I swapped half it into WBTC, and then I added half an ETH and half an ETH worth of WBTC into this pool, the wrapped ETH and wrapped Bitcoin pool. So if you click on it, you could see how much. Let's see how much I've earned to that specific pool, which is the ETH Bitcoin pool. Let's manage that. And this was deposited basically yesterday. Okay, I deposited. Remember, in this actual pool, this ETH W Bitcoin pool, I have deposited half an ETH worth of Bitcoin and half an ETH. And in one day, I've earned 0.06 uni, okay, off that. Now, that's not the only thing that I've earned, because I'm also earning on the actual pool, okay? Let's go and find that. Go to accounts over here and you can see it. See, it's here. My position's here. Okay, there it shows what I've earned. So for that pool, in one day, I've earned 6 cents, okay, plus the uni. I've earned 6 cents of Ether and Bitcoin plus 0.03 uni, right? Let's go back to that. Roger says, can you do all that on a smartphone? Yeah, you could do all this on a smartphone. You can install MetaMask on your Chrome browser. So let's go back to this. Let's recap. And I understand that it's like super confusing. You got to click here, click there. This is why this is advanced. And I'm here to answer questions, and I'm learning as I go. So if you don't understand something, just drop a question, and then I'll answer as best as I can. Okay, so let's recap. The first pool that I got into is the ETH WBTC pool. I got 1 ETH. I split it in half. Half went to ETH, half went to Bitcoin. I added to that pool, and in that pool, I've earned 6 cents worth of ETH and Bitcoin plus, okay, so you can see here, this is my total fees earned, 6 cents worth of ETH and Bitcoin, which is right here, plus I deposited that those liquidity provider tokens, and I've also earned 0.06 of uni there. Okay, so you could do the math. I've earned a fraction of a uni and a little bit of ETH. So, I mean, is it worth it? I don't know yet. I mean, this has been not even 24 hours. So let's give it a whirl and wait. Okay, so that's my first pool that I entered. What seems to be a little bit more lucrative is this degenerate tab here, and with the pickle. So if you click over here on the top yield farming pools by value locked and you go on degenerate mode, this is kind of the more risky. This is the second pool that I joined, pickle and ETH. Okay, I started off the same thing with 1 ETH, and I swapped half of that ETH for pickle, and then I added half an ETH and half an ETH worth of pickle into this liquidity pool. Okay. And let's see what I've earned on that. In my liquidity pool of pickle and ETH, I haven't even earned 1 penny, but hold on. Okay. Since I'm in that pool, I got the liquidity provider token and I deposited into Pickle Finance. And this is where I've earned. I've earned a total of 0.767 pickles plus 0.03. So almost a whole pickle. And a whole pickle is worth about, it's $31. Okay, so this seems to be like the most lucrative one. Okay, and you can see this thing is like in real time. Let's go ahead and it's the pickle power pool. You see, I'm staking since I joined the Pickle ETH liquidity pool. I received that, the receipt from being in that pool, and then I deposited that liquidity token in here in the Pickle Finance, and that's how I'm earning pickles. So let's recap here. You joined the pool by having two tokens, ETH and the other token, a pair. Okay, you add it to the liquidity pool and equal amounts. So if you got half an ETH, you want to match it with half an ETH of the altcoin. Once you add to the liquidity pool and you supply the currency to the pool, you're going to get a liquidity provider token, which is basically your receipt to redeem your tokens. With that, you could deposit that LP token into another contract to earn a third token. Okay, so it's, again, I said this yesterday. It's like you're buying a house, you're renting the house, and then with the equity of that house, you're getting a second mortgage to buy another house to rent that one and then get another mortgage on that one. So it's like loan against loan against loan. So you can get kind of lost. You got to make sure you track everything. And, it's probably, I was thinking about this. If someone could find a way to, account for all the DeFi that's going on, because it's like you're on Pickle, you're on Sushi, you're on Uni. There's a lot of things going on. You could get lost in staking. So, the account, to keep an account of what's going. But what I do know is what I put in at the beginning. I started with 4 ETH. Okay, and I still have about an ETH that I haven't done anything with. So let's talk about what I did with the third ETH. I added to the Sushi ETH liquidity pool and I started mining Sushi. So let's talk about this. Let's go back to the top yield farming pools here, get out of degen mode, and you could see here that I added to number 5. Okay, number 5 here on this list, which is the Sushi Swap Wrapped ETH Sushi pool. Okay, the collaterals are ETH and Sushi. Okay, at first I kind of got thrown off because I try to add liquidity to this pool in Uni, but it's not in Uni, it's in Sushi Swap. Remember, Sushi Swap is like Uni, but it's its own thing. Roger says, sounds like a tax disaster. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't even think taxes are equipped to handle. There's so much going on, like to even try to audit this thing. Even me trying to figure out what I've done, it's like, it's a mess. It's a mess. So, I see that they're going to have to adjust the tax rules or what, because, the current laws don't even apply to all this. I don't even think. This is too wild. Laura, y'all killing me with the pickle talk. I'm a degenerate penny pinching pickle picker. There you go. Crystal Zilla said for the tax man. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave that up to the tax attorneys. I have no idea, but it sounds like a mess. I'll tell you that much. And even to audit this thing, to even figure out where is this, and it's a big mess. Okay, so anyway, let's leave that aside and talk about the third liquidity pool that I entered, which was Sushi Swap wrapped ETH against Sushi. So I got another ETH, and then I swapped half of the ETH for Sushi. So I got half an ETH worth of Sushi and half an ETH, and I added it to this liquidity pool over here on Sushi Swap. Let's see what I've earned over there. Let's go back to Sushi Swap Vision, the saved accounts, and then it'll show me what I've earned on this account. Not even a penny. Not even a penny off that. But I got those liquidity provider tokens and I deposited here, and you could see that with those LP tokens, those 5.76 tokens that I got from staking in that pool, I've already earned 0.32 sushis. Okay? 0.32 sushis. And there you go. Niagara says, sub champ, spent a few hours yesterday getting set up on Honey Swap. I'm a liquidity provider. Kaboom. Yeah, you're going to have to give us more info on that, Niagara, because I came across Honey Swap, the XDAI, and I still haven't done the knowledge on that. I'm still a baby bear cub. So, I know that it's a way to circumvent the fees. It's a side chain. I know about Honey Swap. I've been seeing people talk about it. I know you talked about it yesterday, so I got to get on. My next step is to get on this Tron farming and get on this Honey Swap thing. Are you jumping into Yam V3? I don't know. I'm going to jump into as many as I can. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to test them all. I got to see how much money I'm willing to waste on this, okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at this as an educational expense, okay? Niagara Garner says it costs pennies to add liquidity to pool, not $13 over there on Honey Swap with the XDAI. Yeah, I know. That's what seems to be very attractive, this side chain. And, I just don't even know how to get in. I know that you could access with your MetaMask, but you got to change the network that you're accessing to a private network and whatnot. So, I'm going to have to do the knowledge. Token Tax has sent me email memos warning of the tax implication of this stuff, says Roger Ripple. Right. I mean, they want to scare you into buying their service, obviously. So when you get around to looking to Tron staking, use a referral link so we both get 5 extra tokens. Okay, if not mine, use someone else. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll consider that, but we're usually not into spamming here in the chat box, but I appreciate that. Lucian says, anyone accumulating Decred? I'm not. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I'm not. So let's recap. And shout out to the 4 people over there on D Live. Let's put some lemons here in the chest. Join D Live, guys. Guys, there's so many different little cryptos that you could earn lemons on D Live. You could do. Guys, you got to make sure you get them all. Okay, you got to touch every little spot because you never know, they may just drop them on you. Okay. I think with the DeFi bubble, everybody forgot about fundamentals and many will get burned, says Lucian. Oh yeah, no, listen, people forgot about fundamentals a long time ago. Okay, and that's why I'm saying out here, it's like, unless you're an advanced crypto maniac, you shouldn't even be trying to get into this DeFi farming stuff. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And like, I've been in crypto probably longer than majority people here in the box. And I'm just getting my feet wet. Okay. So if that doesn't show you something, then, I'm looking at it like this, Lucian. I'm doing this for educational purposes because this is what I do every single day. But, this is not for everyone. Absolutely not. Trappin says, nah, the bubble just started. Honey Swap is a real thing. Boy, these developer guys must be hungry. Yeah, it is. It is. XART or Zyart says, you into Tron staking? I'm not yet, but I will be soon. Trappin says, only noobs going to get burned. Someone will get burned. I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea. But, again, guys, if it's risky, if you think it's risky, then don't mess with it at the end of the day. Everybody's a grown man or should be a grown man here or a grown woman here if you're getting deep into these rabbit holes. And this is the Wild West of finance, guys. At the end of the day, you got to tread lightly, be careful, and it is what it is. So right now I'm playing with this with 4 ETH. If I get wiped down tomorrow with my 4 ETH, then I just take it as a learning lesson. That's it. But, I wouldn't be adding several Bitcoin at this right now. No. Although some people have and they boomed. Lucian says, I've added 4 pairs on Uniswap. I also experiment there, but I think I lost some ETH value with the prices going down. Overall, there's an interesting experiment. Absolutely. And it's more of an educational thing, if anything. We got to learn. This stuff is not going to go away. It's going to get refined. It's going to get better. It's going to get audited. It's going to get more secure. And it's a learning experiment. It is very risky, but you'll get the hang after a couple L's. That's right. That's right. And I've said this before. I mean, you can't call yourself an advanced cryptomaniac soldier unless you've been out in the trenches firing and actually getting your hands dirty. You have to lose a few limbs. If you haven't taken an L, if you haven't lost an arm, a leg, or maybe a finger, it is what it is. You can't call yourself a cryptomaniac soldier. You got to win some and lose some if you really want to get your hands dirty. Zayart. Okay, I got it. Sun Market 2's audited. Okay. Yeah. And then over here on Coin Market Cap, you could see some of the liquidity pools that have been audited. Like apparently Sushi Swap, wrapped ETH against Sushi has been audited. So some of the Sushi contracts. Now how reliable are these audits? I have no idea, because I'm not, I have no idea, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. And that being said, since we don't have any idea, you tread lightly. You tread lightly. Like I said, I don't have any idea. I don't know. They're telling me it's audited. I really don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Lucian's happy because he got 2 uni airdrops because I've added liquidity, so I'm okay with that. Good job. El Macho says, thank you for Pickle's overview. We need to check that out. Yeah. It seems so far so I've joined 3 pools in one day. I joined, wrapped this pool, number 1. I I got into number 1. I got into number 5 here, which is the Sushi ETH. And I got into number 1 on the DGen list here, which is a Uniswap against Pickle against ETH. And I'll tell you, so far, the Pickle has been the gainer. Let's look about what I've earned. So I think I've deposited a little bit more than an ETH. I think 2. I've almost earned a Pickle, and it's been in about less than 24 hours. And this is with a total of 2 ETH. I've deposited twice into this contract. So I got an ETH worth of Pickle and 1 ETH into this, and I've earned almost 1 Pickle plus whatever I earned from the actual liquidity pool, which doesn't seem much, and it seems like less than a penny. So yeah, let's see. I may hold this for a few days. If I can get about a Pickle a day, it hasn't even been 24 hours. So at this rate, it seems about a Pickle a day. I think it's going to obviously slow down as people add to that liquidity pool. Maybe my share gets diluted, but let's say, if I can run this for like 5 days and get, let's say, 4 or 5 Pickles, that could be a little bit over about $100, let's say. That may be good with 2 ETH. I don't know. Let's see. Again, I have to factor in the cost of interacting with these contracts, because I think I've spent at least $20 to get into this. I'm talking about taxes. If they really want, I would deduct all these fees that you're incurring with the blockchain as write-offs. If that would be my understanding. I don't know if that's possible or not. You may want to talk to your tax attorney, but it smells to me like these fees are, could be written off. QuantStamp does the audits. Okay. Zayart says, yeah, the audit doesn't 100% secure a contract or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I have no idea, because I'm not a programmer, guys. I can't, you tell me it's audited. It's great. It sounds awesome. But I really don't know. I can't go under the hood and really check for myself. Now, I see a lot of you guys here are talking about, TRX staking and DeFi yielding or whatnot. Is there a list that only talks about Tron staking? Is there a website or a DeFi Tron staking website? Like, what's the resource here? Can you pull your Pickle out, or is it tucked away for a set time? You could pull your Pickle out in real time. Yeah. So I can harvest these right now. I can harvest these 0.77 Pickles. So, and every time you add or remove from this, you automatically harvest your Pickles, and then you can sell them automatically. Athlete says sun.io. Let's check that out. Trappin says, I don't know, but I know T2X is where it's at. So it seems like this one is these are the top farms. Sun, TRX, Justin against TRX, and USD against TRX. Yeah, just swap and Sun.io to stake. Hey, champ, you could stake Tron on a ledger. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I may check this out. I don't have any TRX in my bag right now, so I can't do any of this. I mean, I could, get some. How much are these Sun tokens going for? So you go here, pool, and you add liquidity. You enter the amount of TRX you want to put in, and then the amount of whatever token you want to pair. El Macho says, good question. I don't know if there's a TRX DeFi list. Yeah, because they're not really coming up here on this. I mean, I guess they don't have that much value locked yet, which, actually may be an opportunity for us. But let's see. Sun has value, $25 about. Let's see. Let me see what the Sun token is going for. It's not $25. It's less than a penny. Trained a few more today. It's super cheap to train on. Athlete says, yeah, wrong coin. I know. Charles, I get it. I know you need to have Tron and everything. I get it. I mean, we understand. I just don't have TRX yet, and I haven't done it. I get exactly how to do it now. But it's the Sun with the glasses. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, was it? I was looking at the wrong coin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong coin. It's Sun with the glasses. That's why it's important to copy the contract address here, because you never know. I mean, you can end up getting the wrong token. Okay, yeah, this is the rest. So it's $18 now. See, this makes it a little bit better. Sun with the glass, $18. Okay, all right. Maybe I'll start farming this token. I just got to get some TRX. So let's say if you wanted to farm this token, you got to obviously have the TRX wallet, the Tron Connect here, which is like MetaMask. Once you deposit your TRX, you can go to just swap and swap out for whatever, once you got your TRX, say if you got your TRX and you want to swap out for, what was the token, the liquidity one that's paying the most right now? For Sun. So you could swap out for some Sun, add liquidity. So you will come over here, select the token. Right. So you would swap, let's say if you had, I don't know, 5,000. No, you would first swap. So assuming you had TRX, let's say you had 5,000 TRX, and you would come over here and swap into Sun, from TRX into Sun. And then once you got the Sun, you add liquidity, equal amounts TRX and to Sun. Add to that pool, you'll get a liquidity provider token, and then you could deposit that LP token over here to get more Suns. Check T2X.io, makes the most money. I'm going to check that right now. Thanks a lot, Trappin'. T2X.io. So what is this? T2X.io, I get it. I mean, like I see it's the platform, traffic to everything, but like what do I do here? You need TRX and Sun to set up liquidity. Absolutely. You need, in order to join a liquidity pool, for the most part, you need a pair of tokens. Okay? You need, Tron and Sun. You need ETH and Sushi. You need ETH or Wrap BTC. It always comes in pairs. I don't know what this is. Trapping it. T2xtoken.io. Yeah, it makes more sense. We took to the wrong website. Next generation staking. I got to check this out. This is what you're using, Trappin'? Yeah, I don't know what T2X is either. So, you know, Trappin' led us down to this thing, and let's see if this is a side chain or this is a... Okay, there's no pairs here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do, you know, the knowledge on this on my own. This is just like so much new. And there's also a referral. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. It's a beast. Okay. Yeah. And remind me about that. I'm going to do the knowledge on all these things. Is one thing at a time, you know, one thing at a time out here, boomers. But I'm going to get around to most all of them. I'm going to do them in real time. And, you know, if I lose a bag, I lose a bag. I just got to set up I got to put some Tron in my wallet. If you guys want to send me Tron, that's cool. Shout out to someone sent me Tron to set me up with this wallet. Was it Marlon? Marlon sent me a little Tron, set me up. Yeah, I got 3 Tron in my wallet right now. Let's see. Oh, you can use just swap to fast swap tokens right here. So yeah, I mean, this is my Tron wallet. I haven't really been doing much on it. I mean, I got 85 cents or 8 cents, not even. So I can't do much with this, but I'll share my address. Maybe someone will drop me something and I'll do it right now. If not, I'll do it on the next one. Once I get Tron here, I'll try those out. Tronx.net. Okay, I'll check that out too. But you still haven't explained to me what T2X is. Is it like a side chain of Tron, or is it a new token? What is it? Like, what is it? I know you said it's a beast, you're earning, but like, how does it relate to Tron? Is it on Tron, or is it like XDAI that it's a side chain? On that note, we got 9 people here on D Live. Let's go ahead and do a lemon distribution. Trappin says it's a token. Okay, it's a token that's on TRX. So it's not a side chain. You buy T2X with TRX, then stake for however many days. Okay, you got it. And there is no pair, right, Trappin? In that situation, there is no pair. And we're learning here in real time. And for everybody that's tuning in, follow the champ, subscribe. I'll be recapping everything. I'm literally learning in real time. I'm doing this as we go, and I know it's confusing. I'm going here, I'm going there, and I'm learning from you guys in the chat box. But I'm here every single day, and as we know more, I'm going to refine everything so it'll be streamlined. And I'll probably even do short videos like, all right, this is how you do it, 1, 2, 3. I'm just figuring it out. No pair, says Trapping Investor. Okay. Looking into T2X right now. Guys, there's so much going on. It's moving so fast that it takes a community here. Each one teach one. I mean, one man can't handle this on their own. I got you guys on me. Salmon, sashimi, katana, sushi, T2X, Tron, Unis. I mean, it's so many. Okay. And it's all good. We need to investigate all of them because, I mean, one of them is going to kapump. I mean, they've already kapumped. Beauty of T2X is you stake your T2X, get TRX, then you restake T2X and keep pulling TRX out. What's the pay rates for T2X? So your T2X will keep paying TRX. Yeah, I got to see those. And it would be nice if maybe like, I don't know, this DeFi Pulse covering these Tron platforms. It would be nice to have a website that just covers the rates. I mean, DeFi Pulse. Let's see if can you search by? You can't search by chain. It seems to me like DeFi Pulse just has a bunch of Ethereum stuff. Everything seems like it's Ethereum. Everything is Ethereum here. They need to add the other ones. All right, we got 9 people here on D Live. Share your memes right now. I'm going to pass out these lemons. Let's go. $30 seconds. The lucky winners are Athlete 76 and Peter. There you go. Athlete's always winning. That's what's up. 76 is a winner and Peter. We do this every day, weekdays, and maybe one day these lemons will be worth something. But for now, they're not, not worth much. But it's always fun to win something. So it seems like you guys are wild about this T2X. I gotta check that out. Pickle Finance has been cool to me. As far as this wrapped ETH and wrapped BTC, I don't know. The sushi one, I don't know. So far out of the 3, I've joined 3 liquidity pools. 2 on Uniswap and 1 on Sushi Swap. And the one that has been the most lucrative has been Pickles. ETH against Pickles and staking that LP token to receive more Pickles. I've already earned almost 1 pickle in less than 24 hours, and Pickles are $30. But according to what you guys are saying, the wave right now is T2X. So I may have to jump on that. You could stake your T2X tokens for a fixed number of days to earn interest on them. Make sure to stake more than 5 days to be eligible to get bonus days reward. At the end of every day, a daily stake pool of T2X will be calculated and be shared. Oh, so you calculate the days you want to stake your token for. What's up with this auction thing? Auction lobbies are daily auctions that offer T2X tokens for Tron based on the T2X and Tron pool at the end of the day. Yeah, this looks interesting. I'll check it out. What are the incentives for the referral? Like, what do they do? Ends in 9 days. What does that mean? And Tronx.net. How long have you been staking, Trappin? Like, how long? I know you said you put it to stake for 100 days, but like, when did you deposit, and how much have you earned? You've made over 100,000 TRX. Since when? And how much did you put in? day 60. So you've been on this for 2 months. And how much is 1,000 TRX? And how much did you put in to start with? You put in 60,000. So you started with 60,000 Tron, and then you've got over 1,000. So you've made over 40,000 Tron is what you're saying. How much is 100,000 Tron? About 2,500 bucks. And then you put in what you said? 60,000. So you made about 1,000 bucks in 2 months. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look into this Tron stuff, guys. I really am. I got to pick up some Tron first. I shared my address, so if anybody wants to start sharing, let's do it. And I may even jump on this T2X. Let's see. I'm experimenting with everything. Let's check it out. So let's recap 1 day results. With 2 ETH, I've earned 2 weeks and 2 ETH worth of capital into the pickle liquidity pool. I've earned 0.78 pickles plus 0.03 pickles. So almost a whole pickle in less than 24 hours. And then the other ones, the sushi ETH one, I've earned 0.33 sushis. This is with 1 ETH worth, half an ETH worth of sushi and half an ETH. And the wrapped BTC, I've earned 0.06 uni. So I really don't know. So far, it seems like I'm breaking even. This is 24 hours though, guys. And let's see, let's see this at the end of the week. Trappin says on T2X, I've made about 40,000 TRX in about 15 days. Yeah, I'll check it out. Has anybody but Trappin used T2X? I know Christozilla was talking about it. Maybe somebody else could chime in. Let's see if anybody else has done what Trappin's done, and if there's any other things I should be looking at. I don't know anybody. No one's really talked about Pickle here, and Pickle's been hitting well. So let's see. So it's just Swap and Sun.io are the resources, and then you got this T2X thing. So I'm gonna keep those tabs open, so I can check that after the live stream. Yeah, I just got to do the knowledge. I found myself this whole entire weekend. It's been a while that I just really dialed in and started learning. And, just learning. And, I was reminded, you got to always be learning something. Always be learning something. You got to always be learning something. Nice to see the legacy markets back on green. Crude oil's back green. S&P's back green. Bonds are back green. And let's look at the dollar index. Should be dollar's green as well. That's interesting. Let's see what the deals or steals are today. Workhorse is finally selling out. I really like this stock, guys. This is a whole nother angle here, but I like this stock. This is to me smelling like a little baby Tesla. Check these guys out. Workhorse. They do electric vehicles, commercial electric vehicles, and they got a contract with UPS. Ren is down. Tesla's down. A lot of down. Let me see who's up. Carvana's. I like Carvana too. All right, take a few more comments and questions. Guys, follow me, okay? I'm going to be doing this in real time. I'll probably going to do this Tron stuff this week once I got some Tron in my wallet as well. So I'll be doing it on Uni, on Sushi, on Tron, and I'll be doing it in real time. So I'm the guinea pig. I'll be the guinea pig here live, and I'll share my stuff. If I get wiped out with 4 ETH, whatever, it's cool. Let's see if I can double up this ETH. Let's see if I can double up this ETH in a month or two. Let's see if I can pull up. If I start with 4, let's see if I can pull out 6 to 8. I'll take a few more comments and questions, and then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Shout out to Trappin. Shout out to Evgeny, he says, check out Elf. Who else? El Macho's out here. Peter. And the rest of the maniacs out here, guys. There's word of Neo planning to launch a DeFi platform this month. There you go. Everybody's trying to ride this DeFi wave. It's wild. It's definitely there's definitely, I would say, some bubble somewhere. But listen, people also make money during bubbles too, guys. Tech says, how you doing? I'm all right. I'm all right. Thanks for asking. And then listen, I like Neo as far as the wallet, but I haven't used it in years. Let's see what they could do. Probably next thing I'll be experimenting with is this Sun and Just Swap stuff, and let's see if maybe we can get something out of it. And then I'll keep you guys updated with the pickle, with the sushi, and with the ETH against Bitcoin. But yeah, I mean, one thing that's attracted me to this Tron DeFi farming is that, you know, the fees are super low. Like I've told you, you know, you got to do sometimes like 3 steps to get into start farming these tokens. And in ETH, I mean, each step could cost you $5 or more. So you can easily spend $15, $20 in fees trying to get into a liquidity pool and earn. So, you know, I want to see how that compares to something like Tron. And expect DeFi to come up on all the platforms. It's going to pop up on EOS, on Tron, on Tezos, on Cardano. I expect all of them. I think Neo has a staking platform called Switchero or so. Yeah, I've heard about that. El Macho says, I would love to double my ETH. Yeah, let's see if we can. I mean, we'll try. It's either, you know, double your ETH or die trying out here. Double your ETH or die trying. But that's fun. It's fun. Confusing, though. I'll tell you that. Super confusing. A lot of layers, and it's easy to get tangled up in the mess here. So if you're a newbie, even if you're, you know, you've been in the game for a while, this is something to, you know, it hasn't been vetted. I haven't even proved that you're actually making money. I don't know. Some people are like, I made all this. But then I question them like, well, how much impermanent loss have you incurred and how much fees have you paid? You know, because the impermanent loss and the fees are somewhat invisible to a certain extent. Like those things are easy to. So if we can quantify the impermanent loss and the fees and then compare that to what's really earned them, I think, you know, I'm going to have to do it myself. There's, from what I've learned here, there's 2 risks involved with these liquidity pools. Number one is the, you know, obviously a flawed contract risk, and there's a flaw in the contract and the programming, it can get wiped out. And then number 2, there's something called impermanent loss, where if one of the tokens in the pair moves in price a lot, it can kind of throw off the balance, and then there could be some sort of a disbalance in the pool, and you can have an impermanent loss. Now, from what I'm reading, the gains that you make on the majority of these pools could offset the permanent loss. So you could be making more gains on the fees than you are on the permanent loss. So it's still a net win, but it has to be calculated. And if you want to learn more about that impermanent loss, they actually have a calculator. And I just learned about this over here on CoinGecko, where you can roughly calculate what your impermanent loss would be if the asset in your pair has a significant percentage price change. Okay, and you can go here and see that over here on CoinGecko.com, yield farming. Let me link it again. Trappist says he hates ETH. It's abusive. I mean, you know, ETH right now is super valuable though, Trappin. Think about this. I made a case. I mean, I understand what you mean. These fees are wild and it moves slow. I get it. But, you know, think about this. Look at the other hand. ETH could be more valuable than Bitcoin. And why? Because look at the amount of wrapped Bitcoin that's on the ETH chain. Look at all the ERC20 tokens and what their market cap is. Add all that up, and you got an argument here that ETH has a bigger market cap. Okay, there's an argument. Now, you know, if it's better or not, or, you know, I'm not trying to compete. To me, let me get ETH. Let me get more and more. I'll take ETH. You know, I'll double up the ETH. And just because there's a Tron doesn't mean I got to be against an ETH. I show love to all the chains, except Ripple and Satoshi Vision. All right, guys. If there's no other comments and questions, lock me in. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing this every single weekday, and we'll do this live, and we'll track the bags. On that note, I'm out of here. Shout out to all the boomers, and stay strong out there. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thank you for tuning in.